Disclaimer, just because I'm giving you some potential weaknesses or cons does not mean I hate a character. I actually love most of the characters I cover in Should You Skip videos. People just take it as me disliking the character or something like that. So no matter what I do, I'm gonna get flamed for this. Just disclaimer for those who watched this far. Yeah, 15 seconds in, thank you. If you already have an opinion and you already are thinking of pulling for Kokomi or not, then that's great. I'm happy for you. This video is aimed towards people who are indecisive and just need some more reasons, pros and cons, to help make the best decision for their account. That's all. Alright, now that we covered 5 reasons to pull for Kokomi Sangonomiya, I think it's time to cover 5 cons as to why you should skip Kokomi Sangonomiya. Oh god, that's hurting my throat. I'm gonna try as best I can to not drop that name accent, but... And before you race bait me, I may be of Oriental descent of some kind, so you know, I'm definitely not trying to make fun of a culture or culturally appropriate certain things. I'm just here to be a weeb and have a good time, so yeah. 5 reasons to skip Kokomi Sangonomiya. Reason 1. She has a simplistic playstyle. This is not a negative for some people, it is for me, as my draw to many of the characters that I really like come from intricacies or complexities within their kit. Kokomi's kit borrows quite a bit from Mona and Barbara. Of course, the healing on normal attacks stemming from Barbara, and then her elemental skill being similar to Mona's, proccing a ripple AoE effect every other tick, whether it be a second or 2. We'll find out when she drops. And when Kokomi uses her burst, she's gonna do a ton more damage because all of her normal and charge attacks will scale off of her max health. And it does all this without really changing her playstyle or your party composition all that much. Unlike 2 recent characters, Eula with her stacking mechanic for her burst damage, and Ball with her resolve stacks, which dictates her burst damage as well. Again, it's simple and clean. That could be a pro for some people, but to me personally, it is a con just because I like that complexity. Alright, reason number 2. You don't like fish. The taste, the texture, the smell. If you don't enjoy fish, you don't enjoy sushi, you don't enjoy seafood in general, then I would avoid Kokomi. Just because, you know, her aesthetic is mostly about sea creatures. But really though, if you do not enjoy Kokomi's aesthetic, character, or design in any way, just listen to your heart. Even if she's strong or meta, you're not going to enjoy playing as her, you're going to bench her anyways. So it should be an easy skip if you are not into her design. Alright, reason 3. You already have a bunch of healers. Healers in Genshin Impact are a pretty competitive slot for single player content. Once you build 2 or 3 main healers, I think you're pretty set for most of the game, especially if they are of different elements, because then you can slot them in different situations. Also, the pool of 4-star healers that we have is pretty amazing, with Bennett, Diona, and Xingqiu to a certain extent fulfilling that role. That's pretty hard to beat because they provide a lot of utility, a lot of damage, and a lot of healing on the same. Of course, Kokomi is looking to be the most fun main healer for co-op play just because of how active her kit is for healing and the potential high amounts of damage that she'll be able to do consistently if her max health scaling is still present when she is released. But really, if you already have a bunch of healers, do you need another one? And if you don't really play co-op anyways, unlike the 5 of us that do, are you really going to be playing Kokomi for any amount of time outside of your main DPS? Probably not. Reason 4, she cannot crit. I know in my reasons to pull video, I mentioned this being a good thing as it makes her easier to build, and in terms of game design, being unable to crit usually stems from having some busted ratios that make up for the lack of crit. But when we talk about ratios in these types of videos, I like to stay away from that. That is all speculation. The ratios can change anytime up until release, so I'm just gonna throw my hands out there and say, oh well, I mean, that means that if she can't crit, no matter what you do with her, she's going to be great for early game, she's going to be great for mid game, and she'll be even great for early late game. But once you start playing in the late game, she's going to fall off hard because she lacks that scaling on crit damage and crit rate. Essentially, if you're a casual player, don't worry about this, it doesn't really matter. But if you are a competitive player or meta player, then you probably already know this. Before moving on to reason 5, I just wanted to plug my Genshin Machinima series real quick called Epic Teyvat. Go on epic adventures with all of your favorite Genshin characters and watch them duke it out in high quality choreographed fights that you won't get anywhere else. With a multi-part conclusion to Season 2 coming very soon, it's now the opportune time to catch up on Season 1 and Season 2 of Epic Teyvat. So what are you doing here? Go check it out. Links in the comments and description below. Alright, moving on to reason 5. You really want somebody else. Yes, it is a very obvious reason, and yes, for most of you, this will be an obvious duh. This message is not for you. This message is for those out there who have yet to gain the courage and the confidence to listen to their own inner voice on what they want in life. I am not telling you to skip her for another character. I'm simply telling you to open up your heart and listen to what you want. Because regardless of meta, regardless of what I say, the thing that will impact you the most will be the decision you make and how happy you are from that decision days, weeks, months, or years from now. And I want you to make the decision that will bring you the most happiness and satisfaction for the long term. So no matter what, I'll keep saying it, I'll say it every single video, your voice, your inner voice matters and you should listen to it. I am just a stranger on the internet. I have nothing to gain by influencing you to pull or skip a character. I'm just here to give you some information to let you decide how you want to spend your Primo Gems and play this game. I'm gonna get off my soapbox now and wrap up this video. That's 5 reasons to skip Kokomi Sangonomiya. I hope it was helpful. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.